216-578-1007. Get to us live or 800-348-1007. Want to text me? 35192. AlanCoxShow.com. Watch us live there. Thanks so much to Sleeve McDykel for helping out today in the video department, last day of the week. And, boy, who knows what will happen back there. You know, we have far fewer production studios now down here at 668 Euclid. So we were concerned that we wouldn't have accommodations for the people who rotate out in our video department, but we figured it out. We set up a little rig underneath one of the desks out there. There were a lot of other offices that were already occupied. But we made it all work. You know, necessity is the mother of invention. Is that what they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. It's your limitations that help you be more creative. And now I've over-explained it. Hey, the Guardians are playing here at home against the Twins tonight, 7:10. It is the first of 5. It's a doubleheader tomorrow, and there's got to be a makeup game in there somewhere in addition to that. Who knows? But they just swept the Twins at Target Field, so the Twins are out for revenge.
Could use another sweep. That'd be good.
Yeah, 2 in a row. And then they lost to the White Sox yesterday. But, that will happen when you play the mighty Chicago White Sox. But that doesn't in no way diminish the fact that prior to that, the Guardians swept 2 teams in quick succession, Angels and Twins. So Twins, no doubt, out for blood tonight, 7:10 here on WMMS and on the iHeartRadio app. And you can always leave us messages there on the app, too.
Hi, Alan. It's Julie from Painesville Township. Love the show. When you guys were talking about He-Man today, it reminded me of when I turned 40 10 years ago. My sister sent me the season 1 and 2 box set of He-Man. I've seen every episode. I always wish that Tila and He-Man would get together. And also Bill's Get Down last week when he mentioned Butt Clencher because Mary had to poop so bad. I was crying, laughing so hard. Mary, I've been there. I understand. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. Butt Clencher, bye.
Boy, she squeezed a lot into 30 seconds.
She did great with that.
Wow, well done.
I love that. And where'd she say she was from? Painesville?
Painesville.
You know, that's not that far from Willoughby.
What's happening in Willoughby?
Well, tomorrow, Mary Santora and Bill Squire, that's me, are going to be doing a show at Garage Bar. The early show is sold out. The late show's got a few tickets left.
What time is that late show?
9:30. So not even that late.
So
get those tickets at billsquire.com and let's sell out both shows.
She said Julie from Painesville?
Yeah.
Hi, Alan. It's Julie from Painesville Township.
Julie from Painesville. So theoretically.
Painesville Township.
Is that different?
I don't know.
Oh.
She just added the township.
Like the unspoken, the Cold War between Parma and Parma Heights?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so it's conceivable that she could easily get to that show tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Right? With visions of He-Man and Tila making out in her heads. Boy, that's some nostalgia. We were talking about what was the nominees for the Toy Hall of Fame yesterday, and Masters of the Universe figures were in there.
Those are fun toys.
And my youngest brother was way into those. We were kids. He was 5 years behind me, and so he had all those, He-Man and Tila. I had to Google Tila because I remember there was She-Ra, which I think was a He-Man spinoff or something. But Tila, you know, they were making, these were obviously cartoons. Well, they were cartoons for kids. This was before the age, really, of adult cartoons, removing Felix the cat from or Ralph the cat, rather, from the equation. But, you know, Tila was very scantily clad. So as a young man, I was more into the cartoon than the toys because the cartoons, you know, she's wearing like a bikini.
Mm-hmm. But that still works as armor in the world of cartoons and video games.
Yeah.
You can be just wearing a bra and some panties, but if it's got like a metal lining on it or whatever, it can still be very strong.
Because who was the female Skeletor counterpart? You remember?
Skellahor.
Skellahor. No, it was, now I got to try to work my He-Man brain into the, there was Tila, there was He-Man, there was a girl who dressed, Evil Lynn. Remember the movie? They did Masters of the Universe movie.
I saw the movie, but I don't remember the movie.
No, Dolph Lundgren was He-Man. Frank Langella was Skeletor. Frank Langella, a renowned actor of stage and screen, And he said Skeletor was the most fun he ever had playing a character. They had him obviously under a bunch of makeup. And then Meg Foster played Evil Lynn. This was an actress with these wild eyes. She was in the movie They Live. She was the female lead in They Live many years ago. Evil Lynn. And then they had a girl who dressed like an eagle. I don't remember who that is. But yeah, when my brother was way into Masters of the Universe. And part 2, Mary's gone, but I don't know that you're going to top Butt Clencha, is what someone would say if they really didn't know Bill Squire. Because obviously, he'll top it. No pressure.
I think I got some.
Oh, Dr. Berglund's coming in.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got one that's going to tie in a lot of ways. So
there you go.
Be ready, and we'll get the weekend started in a real good, real fun way.
As long as it's not, can I make one request? As long as it's not, buy tickets.
No, it's not buy tickets.
All
it
right.
is. It will meld the worlds of Dr. Berglund and my plans this evening.
Oh, this evening.
So you just got.
I know what you're doing tonight.
Yeah,
you've mentioned what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to the Tenacious D show,
right? So,
all right.
If you're clever, you could probably figure it out.
You know what? I'm just going to let it happen.
Yeah, just let it happen.
Yeah. Alan, Painesville City is very different from Painesville Township.
Okay.
I bet it's not. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I bet it's not.
Why do you say that?
I mean, how different could they be? What, one side of it is like lower income and they go, it's night and day over here. Yeah, that's every area. People from Painesville Township emphasize the township every chance they get because it's more bougie. Oh. And they don't want people misinterpreting them as being one of the poors. Well, who would want that? For some people, they think that establishes them with a little bit of cred. But if Julie is, she alluded to being given a gift when she turned 40 10 years ago. Simply no way to know how old she is now. But, maybe you're not trying to get hood cred when you're 50. Anyway, Guardians, all that kind of stuff. Did you see there was a viral video going around of a Chick-fil-A employee down in Florida who tackled this dude because the guy was allegedly trying to carjack a woman that had a baby in the van or the car or something?
Oh, wow.
You picked the wrong fast food restaurant to try and carjack somebody, sir. These people got integrity.
After he tackles him, he goes to the mom and goes, my pleasure.
Yeah, that's right. But also, I couldn't tell if it was happening like near the drive-thru or if somebody started screaming or I like this woman, though, at the tail end. She's scolding the guy for trying to rob someone with a baby, as though this guy will be shamed into rethinking his potential crime after he's been tackled to the ground there.
You got a baby in your hands! How dare you! How dare you scare her like that!
How dare you scare her? How dare you, sir?
I love a how dare you.
Love a how dare you. It's great. Because it's mid-level shaming. It's barely shaming. It's trying to get your attention.
How dare you!
But barely shaming you.
How dare you!
So this Chick-fil-A employee jumps on top of the dude and pins him to the ground, and then other people come by. But I was wondering if it was in the drive-thru because you see another girl come through with like those iPads. They take your order, and then by the time you get up to the window, they got all the food ready, and they plan it out. But it's pretty wild. Tackles carjacker. This was in Fort Walton Beach. Screaming as the man grabbed her keys and tried to take her car. She was getting the baby out of her car, and he walks up. He was wielding a stick. Now, if you ever see someone wielding a stick, usually it's referred to as holding a stick. But wielding, what's the difference between holding and wielding? Is it just a journalistic choice? Is that all it is? Like if somebody's wielding seems
I feel
like
you're like ready to use it in like a violent way.
I think wielding implies two hands. I think you hold with one, you wield with two. It's got to be that simple. She was getting her baby out of the car, and a guy walks up to her wielding a stick. So I'm going to envision him, like he's at the plate with a Louisville Slugger and demanded her keys. He then grabbed the keys from the waistband of her pants, opened the car door, got inside. She began screaming for help, and a Chick-fil-A employee ran over to intervene. I wonder how Chick-fil-A would respond to this guy doing that. You know, because from the outside, everybody goes, yeah, this guy's a hero. Oh, my God, he saved the woman and the baby and whatever. But you know how corporate always is, especially if you've ever worked in retail. You get in trouble if you intervene. You know, that's why you're not supposed to when I managed a Blockbuster Video, I got in trouble because I chased a guy down the street who had a coat full of VHS tapes. This is the early 90s. And he wasn't going to run out of there with laser discs undetected. But I saw what happened, and I, like a shot, ran out the door. Because that's the kind of employee I am. But I got in trouble. I got reprimanded by corporate that you're not supposed to chase shoplifters. Now it's gone to extremes where you can see video of people walking into a Walgreens like Santa Claus and filling up their sack and walking past security.
And
So I think
like,
it's taken that maxim to the extreme where you're not supposed to follow shoplifters. And I think that the thought is sound.
Well,
They're like, well, corporate will always go, we don't want anyone getting hurt. But it's more that they don't want to get sued. They just don't want to deal with it. It's not out of concern for you. So I wonder if this guy will get a commendation or a reprimand from Chick-fil-A corporate.
There's also so many cameras now where they're filming people and they can build, especially if someone is a repeat offender, they'll build a case against them and then go, like when they come in the store, the cops will just grab them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have the cops there waiting for them.
Mm-hmm.
So
The employee got punched in the face by the guy.
oof.
But he still tackled him to the ground. I wonder if anybody went out and took a frozen chicken patty and put it up against his eye. Charged with carjacking with weapon and battery. Stick and battery, maybe. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, oh.
Hey-o. I just wanted to give you a little local knowledge, I guess, of the difference between Painesville and Painesville Township.
I can't tell you how many times I've asked that exact question, and people just look at me. They go, sir, this is a Wendy's. And now I have Wendy. All right, lay it on me.
This
You
actually,
totally do have Wendy. So,
this is actually
the
really
difference
helpful to
is
me.
the school system.
Who's talking? What?
I said the difference between Painesville is why people make such a distinction between Painesville and Painesville Township. And they live in Painesville Township and it seems more bougie. It's really not. But it's just the school system. So Painesville Township is Riverside Schools and Painesville proper is Painesville Local Schools. And I believe that's the biggest difference between the two.
Oh, I thought she said pool system. Like, oh, the water is never the right temperature, and there's
always green
you don't know
and
who's jumping in there. They got the algae bloom on top.
Yeah.
Oh, school system. That makes a lot
Yes.
more sense. Right. Listen, you don't want, and then you don't want those people from Fairport Harbor coming over in there and getting
Hey.
getting their noses all in a twist. Is that where you live?
I used to.
Yeah. Where do you live now?
Yeah. I live in Perry, so it's a totally different school system.
See,
But
Wendy-
I'm a real estate agent, so I kind of get it.
Wendy wants to breathe in the steam from the cooling towers out there in Perry. She wants to get a big old lungful of clean, renewable energy. Okay, listen, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate your valuable insight.
Hey, no problem. You have a good weekend.
Oh, I plan to have a great weekend.
That'll all come in very handy when I'm in Willoughby tomorrow.
Oh, man.
BillSquire.com.
Yes, that's right. Willoughby tomorrow night. Late show only. Right.
And also, at one point during that call, I don't know what Poundcake was doing with his mouth.
Oh,
no,
what happened?
No, I ate lunch and I was like picking. I don't have a toothpick, a floss
Picking?
pick.
Oh, you don't?
But he was just digging in his teeth. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm not going to not put that on camera.
Oh, you got him on
Honey,
camera.
I don't know how the stuff that I've done back at like Oak Tree. I'm like, I really hope I'm not on camera doing this, but I don't care. I'll be sniffing myself. I'm like making sure I ain't got no boogers in my nose. Like, I sanitize everything. Every time I leave here, there's sanitized wipes right there. I wipe
Good for
everything
you.
down.
That's what I do in here when
I
we
do
leave.
it. Can I borrow one of your floss sticks or whatever you call them?
Yes.
Toothpick sticks?
I think I brought them. I think I transferred them to my locker.
Because I had bacon on my sandwich, and I think I hate it when there's like a particle in your tooth and you don't know where it is, but you know that something's there.
Yeah, you can feel it.
And that's what I was doing. It's driving me nuts. So I need one.
The Wi-Fi stinks today because.
Well, you can just go out in the kitchen and brush your teeth next to Bloom Daddy.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my toothbrush.
Oh.
All right. Have Bloom Daddy.
Branded toothbrushes?
Yeah, no.
That might be a nice piece of swag.
Have Bloom Daddy suck the bacon out of your teeth. He'll get in there.
Yeah. Get his water pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had bacon the other day. Now that our schedules are kind of different, Mark Nolan and I share this studio now. And, you know, when we were at Oak Tree, we would have ladies' lunch once a month. Used to be me and Nolan and our friend Chris Ty, who used to be at Channel 3, and he's now been at Channel 2 in Chicago for a while. But Nolan and I keep that tradition. And so about once a month or so, we'll have a ladies' lunch. Well, now that we're downtown, we're not going to, like, go off somewhere. We're going to go out the door, right?
Around the corner.
But he's off the air around 10. And so when he gets off the air, he goes, so now it's become more of like a boys' brunch, right? I'm not going to make him hang around till noon. Who cares? So we went across the street yesterday morning. Down in the Holiday Inn lobby, there's a diner tucked back in there. Have you been back there? It's like an old school diner.
Addie's Diner? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
that's in the arcade.
Oh, okay.
This is like Mike and D's or something.
I haven't been in there.
And we
That
went
sounds
in there.
Great.
Yeah, I had bacon. It was 10:15 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had eggs and bacon. I hadn't had bacon in a long time. Boy, was that good.
Bacon is.
It was very good. I had 3 scrambled eggs, 2 pieces of bacon. It was
I
delish.
think once I hit 30, everything's like going wrong with me. Like I woke up this morning with like chest pain, but it wasn't above my heart. It was like on the other side of my chest. And I'm like, did I sleep on it? I don't know.
Yeah.
So-
I woke up with T-pain the other morning. That was embarrassing for both of us because I'm not a stripper.
Poundcake, if you're going to stand, you got to adjust your camera.
Oh, wait.
All I'm seeing is your chin.
Are you picking your teeth with the camera? Is that what's happening?
No.
Oh,
No, he
okay.
can't see because the camera's not facing him. And I'm sorry for giving him camera instructions out loud, but when he's
Yeah.
standing up.
You know, you're gonna get Keith Kennedy's hackles up.
Yeah.
Don't do that. All right. Well, there you go. So we've covered a lot of ground in 20 short minutes. We've figured out the difference between Painesville and Painesville TWIP, and from somebody who used to live out that way, I guess. So, but it's only, to Bill's point, it's only about a 15-minute trip if you were in Painesville to see him and Mary at Garage Bar tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
You could even cut up, if I recall that area correctly, because I've done some appearances out there, you can cut up to Pickle Bill's Lobster House
Now we're talking.
and have some, who knows what they sell there.
Now be careful because Mary is allergic to shellfish. So if you're planning on licking or spitting on her, that's going to get her sick.
Whatever
Licking
you
or
do,
spitting.
do not rub lobster all over your hands and then go shake hers. Do not do that
That'd be bad.
prior to
Or
her going
crab.
up. Or crab.
Yeah. Also, I just got a text from the venue. They added some seats. So there are a few seats available for the early show now.
How many?
Like 10.
10? Oh, that's nothing.
I know.
Those
but
will be gone in the next 10 minutes.
Right.
All right. Well, BillSquire.com.
And the price goes up tomorrow. So get
Oh.
the tickets today.
Man.
That's a little tactic people use. You get those
This much in
pre-sales.
advance,
Yeah.
this much day of.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a break. If you want to text for something, 35192. If you want to watch live, you can go to AlanCoxShow.com, and you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.